Welcome to the Dog Trainers Podcast, a podcast created by dog trainers for dog trainers or anyone who's ever fallen in love with man's best friend, right? If I were to ask you that question, Tyler, like when would you know? Like what are some telltale signs that you could say, okay, we are ready to start, whatever the gas pedal means. It could mean applying pressure. It could mean, now we can give the dog more freedom. Now we can have to take some freedom away, like whatever it might be. What are some signs in your work that are very obvious to you to know when to move on to a next phase of training?
I think really for me, what it comes down to is, again, like really just listening to the dog, like listening to what the dog is telling you.
Right.
We've got a dog in right now that's with a rescue. He's a deaf pitty and he's bitten. I think he's bitten like 7 people now. Like really, he's up there. But he's really very sweet, and you could tell he's just nervous. And he's been with us for 3-4 days or something right now. I feel like he's gotten to where he is because, again, he's deaf, so he can't hear you anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the average person, by no fault of their own, it's just not common knowledge, doesn't really know how to really use their body in a very intentional and clear way with a dog.
Right.
To show the dog not only what they want, but also to show the dog that they understand what the dog wants.
Right.
And I think that latter portion is really important. I very purposely will do something where I'll, like, for instance, turn into the dog with a little bit of spatial pressure, so that the dog can say, like, oh, hey, that makes me uncomfortable. And that I can go, oh, that makes you uncomfortable.
Oh, so sorry.
I'll
Yeah.
back off. And the dog goes, holy shit, you listen to me?
Yeah.
Right?
To give them some control back in the situation.
But I have to put the dog in the situation where it wants to say, hey, please stop, so that I can go, oh, yeah, that's cool. Like, I'll stop. Right?
Yeah. That develops better trust. Better trust, for sure.
So that early stage is less about me showing the dog what I want and more about me showing the dog that I understand them and that I'll listen to them.
And I speak your language. Yeah.
And once I learn how to listen to the dog, the better I am at listening to the dog, the better I know when the dog can be pushed and when they can't.
That's great.
Appropriate when it's not.